Hi, Vrishali.
Hi, Bhumika. How are you?
Vrishali, I'm not able to hear you. I'm sorry.
Am I audible now?
Still not working. So, am I audible to you guys?
Am I audible now?
Tushar, hi. Is it audible? Am I audible? Yeah, it's working now. So hi. How are you? How are you, Vrishali?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Okay, am I audible now?
Uh, Sorry, guys. Sorry for the disturbance. Okay. So, how has been your college today? सब college में होंगे. It's Monday, sadly. So okay. So how's it like? Your most of you have your exams right now. What about you, Vrishali?
Am I audible now to you?
Um,
No?
I cannot hear you though. But
Okay. Can the audience hear me?
yeah. So sorry, guys. Sorry for the hiccups in between. There's a problem back end. Okay. So what I was asking you was, how is been your college going? Is the exams and everything? Is it like all it's going good? I have a practical tomorrow myself. Like it's so disturbing that I have to like be here and like prepare for the practicals itself. Done with exams. That's so cool, bro. Lucky. Internals. I have my finals going on, so it's quite a headache. Okay, just let me know from which colleges guys are from. How pan India are we right now? From which colleges? From which state you are joining? I'm good, Sagar. How are you? Hey, my college. Okay. So, like, my college people are here. Okay, okay. That's like, okay, we are from a lot of places here. Nice. IIT Bombay, nice. Okay, like that's like quite okay. Hi, Jagan, how are you? Okay, that's like quite pan India, if I'll say. I'm very like surprised to see that. So, okay, moving on. So, like, I have a major question for you guys. Since you all have joined in one of GDSE's session, you might know what solution challenge is. Like, just give me a heads up if you know what solution challenge is and whether you've participated earlier in this or not. Okay, my college is I am okay. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'll go on with that. I am Bhumika Chopra, and I'm the GTSC lead from Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology, Delhi College. So I'm from Delhi. Oh, people from Pakistan have also joined. Nice. Am I not all clear to you? Like, just give me a heads up for that. All clear. Cool. So, like, what I was asking was, do you guys have any idea about what solution challenge is, and have you participated in it earlier or not? Okay. Mukul has not participated in solution challenge. Anybody else? You have no idea. First time. Okay, okay. So like don't worry about that. I'll just give you a brief what solution challenge is, but this whole session is based upon that and you'll get to know what exactly solution challenge is. So if I'll start okay, so if I start solution challenge basically is a worldwide hackathon if I'll say in which multiple teams are there. You have 17 UN sustainable development problem statements. You have to build a solution okay for the solution challenge. It's you have to 17 UN sustainable development problem statements, and you have to create a problem statement with basis on that. So that's basically like a bit idea about what solution challenge is. We'll go into depth about it now, and we have like quite a good people joining us today. They'll help you. They'll guide you in exactly what you can do to win the solution challenge. If I'll say like it's not far fetched, you can do it. So fingers crossed, and hope you like this session is beneficial for you guys. So I guess let's start if and or you want to let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start with the session. Till then keep the comments going. Let's interact with each other so that I can get to know more about you. Okay, is my voice repeating multiple times? Should I or it's fine with you guys? Okay, okay. So then let's start. I'll say it's an echo. Okay, let me rejoin one. Okay, let me just go off and then I'll join once again. Okay, is my voice like better now? Like it's not echoing and it's all good, all clear? Yeah. Okay. So hi everyone. Welcome to the info session of Solution Challenge 101. Solution Challenge 101 is like a collaboration of six main GDSCs. So the six main GDSCs that are there that are collaborating for this, the organizers are GDSC FET Jan University Bangalore. We have Anurag University with us. Once my college, Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology. Then we have lovely Professional University. We have TMSL with us and Pillai College with us. So these are the main six organizers for Solution Challenge 101. What exactly Solution Challenge 101 is that we this is a series of events under which you will have multiple events and a hackathon that will guide you and help you in the actual solution challenge. There'll be mentorship provided to you guys, plus some help from our side and people who are good in their field. They'll be guiding you and mentoring you so that you can create good projects, come up with good solutions, and be competitive in the final solution challenge, have good solutions for the problem statements provided to you. Moving on, solutions, we are not just six GDSEs who are like organizing solution challenge 101. We have multiple community partners with us as well. Other GDSE colleges, like these are our community partners. Various colleges from various states of India have joined us. GDSEs from those colleges have joined us in creating this such a big event. We have, so like the biggest benefit of these community partners plus these organizers from different colleges from different states of India is that you get versatility. So you have multiple people joining at the same time. You can get to interact with people not from just your own college but other colleges as well. Like you can like if somebody from my college wants to interact with students of LPU, they can, because this is a platform for you guys, a easy path to interact with multiple people. So, this is a brief about what Solution Challenge 101 is, who are the organizers of Solution Challenge 101, and who are our community partners. Okay, so like moving on, I won't take much of your time, and I'll invite Nikita Gandhi, GDSE's program manager, to let you know about what Solution Challenge is and how Solution Challenge 2023 is different from Solution Challenge 2022, and how beneficial it is for you guys. So, like, I'll invite Nikita and please join us.
Hi everyone. I was waiting for so long to be in the show. Thank you so much for having me on stage and
Okay, hi
super
Nikita.
excited to talk to you all today. Hi Bhumika. How are you doing? I hope I'm audible. Okay. Uh, Let the flow go on. I hope you all can hear me and I hope
Yeah,
you
you're
are
audible. You're perfectly audible.
okay. Cool. I hope you all can hear me and you all are excited as much as I am, or maybe I'm more excited than all of you to connect with you all to tell you more about what solutions challenge is. And perhaps this is my cheat code to help you get a step closer towards winning solutions challenge. Are you all ready? Cool. Can I share my screen if that's okay with all of you? Cool. I just have some small presentation that I have created for all of you to share for all of you. All right, bear with me till the time. Okay. So before I tell you more about Solutions Challenge, a little bit intro about myself. My name is Nikita, and I am the community manager for the Google Developer Student Clubs program in India. A quick show of hands, how many of you are a club member of GDSC in your campus or a nearby campus? Can we have a show of hands? How many of you are members of the GDSC club in your campus? Okay, I see quite some hands raised up. Uh, cool. So I'm assuming you all know what is GDSE already, but Google Developer Student Clubs is a program designed for university students, especially coming from tech background, to learn and understand more about Google Developer technologies that can help them in their professional journeys and also build some potential solutions that can solve for real world problems using tech. I have been contributing to this program for more than a year now. So that's a little bit about my association with GDSC. And I really enjoy working on programs that helps students or professionals come a step closer towards anything that helps them learn about a new technology. So I truly believe in creating equal learning opportunities for everyone, and this role really motivates me every day to bring in new opportunities for folks like you that can help you also become better professionals. All right. So moving on, that was a little bit about me, but I know you all are here to explore more about Solutions Challenge. I know a lot of you have already explored what is Solutions Challenge, or maybe you have already Googled on the site what Solutions Challenge means. But for those of you who don't know, I'll first start with what is Solutions Challenge. I'll give you a brief overview, and then moving on, I'm going to give you my cheat sheet that can help you take a step closer towards winning Solutions Challenge this year. So let's get started. So an overview about the Google Developer Student Club Solutions Challenge is the mission is to solve for one of the 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals using Google technology. So the United Nations, UN had launched some 17 SDGs in some 17 key areas, and they wanted to solve for those key areas by the end of 2030. So the goal is in 15 years they want to make many countries, more prosperous, and then also protect the planet from the environmental damage that is going on. And they also aim to end poverty, end hunger, and help uh, folks on the planet have a sustainable life. So that's about United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. If you want to explore what these 17 SDGs are, you can always go to the Solutions Challenge website, where you would get to know more about Solutions Challenge, and also there are these 17 SDGs listed. Okay, I hope now you understand what Solutions Challenge is about. It's kind of a hackathon that is designed for university students to solve for one of the local problems that is also defined under United Nations 17 SDGs. And that could be potentially solved using one of the Google technology, because Google offers you so many solutions. It offers you, technology to build mobile apps, it provides you technology to build websites, it provides you technology to implement AI and ML, it offers technology for you to build a cloud based solutions. So you can use any of these Google technologies to solve for a local problem. All right, now the question is, you know about Solutions Challenge, but what is the eligibility, who all can participate? So, university students, maybe you are in an undergraduate program, you are pursuing your BTech, BE, or BCA from any of the institutions across India, and you are above 18 years of age, and this is open to any of the GDSC members. So, including GDSC leads and core team members can participate in Solutions Challenge. If you are not a member of GDSC chapter yet, I would strongly encourage you to go to gdsc.community.dev and find a chapter around you, join that particular chapter, and that would be your first step to become eligible for Solutions Challenge. um, and each person can join only one team, so you may have a lot of friends and you may have many ideas on which you want to work on, but you have to choose one particular idea that you like the most, and you can join that particular team to solve for the local problem that you have decided. Now, as you are making your mind to register for Solutions Challenge and you are eligible to participate, what are the team building criterias? You need to join a GDSC chapter. I think I already told you about it and how to join a chapter. Second thing is, at least one person on the team should be a GDSC member of their own university. So, other team members can join the GDSC chapter at any university. So, let's say that Bhumika is from Maharaja Agrasen Institute of Technology, and you are from a university which does not have GDSC on their campus. So, you can pair up with Bhumika and you can register for Solutions Challenge. Your team size should not be more than four people. So it is four. But if you think you can solve for a problem solo and you already have a GDSC in your campus and you've joined as a member, then you can also participate solo. And lastly, team members can be from different universities. So, say two of you are from Maharaja Agre Singh Institute of Technology, while two of you are from Anurag Institution of Technology. That is totally fine. Second thing is you can be from different GDSE chapters. It covers the first point as well. And you can be from different countries. So today I see there are folks who have joined from Pakistan, Africa. So you can also pair up with these folks, and then together you can work on designing your solutions. So, as you decide a problem statement to work on, you identify a problem, maybe you connect with an NGO around you who is working on one of the 17 SDGs, you understand what problem are they trying to solve, or you just look around the window and you see so many problems are there, right from waste management to poverty, to education, to water, to life on land. There are so many challenges around us. Right after we wake up and we hear the garbage person struggling to segregate waste, to those days where you don't have tap water running in your houses, there are so many challenges that you can decide to work on, and you can solve those using tech. um, Now that you have decided on your team, you're working on a problem statement, and then comes the window for submitting your solution. Before I tell you about submitting the solution, I also want to make sure that you register and showcase your interest for Solutions Challenge. So I'll also share the link with all of you where you can go and register for Solutions Challenge if you haven't already. And that is your first step to acknowledge that you will be participating in this competition, and you would be submitting your solutions between March 17 to March 31st. So remember on the timelines, you have to register by March 17th and showcase your interest in Solutions Challenge. From March 17 to March 31st, you have to submit a solution on the problem statement that you have decided to work on. Now, this is a great opportunity because you have so many perks that are associated with it. So, participating in Solutions Challenge just not gives you an opportunity to solve for local problems, but there are numerous opportunities that you get. I'll come to that slide later, but first, let me tell you more about what are you expected to submit in Solutions Challenge. So, in the window between March 17 to March 31st, where they would be expecting you to submit a solution, there are different evaluation criteria that they will be looking at. The first is project setup. You need to describe your problem statement clearly. It has to sound like a problem statement. You can't say that, for example, say I feel that attending college every day is a pain point and it should not be mandated. Maybe that's not a problem and it's very debatable. So clearly describe what is the problem, and you need to be very explicit while you're defining this, and this carries weightage of 5 points. Second is what SDG have you chosen, and you can always choose more than one SDG as you're designing your problem. And the target you chose for your solution, what inspired you to choosing that particular problem statement, and bring in a solution for that. The third thing is the app architecture. Remember, great solutions need not need complicated architecture. It basically needs simple solutions designed in a very simple format, so that the user journey is easy, so that the developer journey is easy, and so that it's also easier for the judges to evaluate the projects that you have built. So, describe and have a neat and clean app architecture, or describe which platforms and products you have choose, which Google technologies you have chosen in your project, and why. You may not choose a lot of Google technologies, and that because you have chosen a lot of them doesn't mean you are making a really good solution. Choose as much as required, but make sure that you are building the right things and provide the right features in your application. How are you going to test the application? What are the different iterations that you're going to have once you launch the app in the market? um, and then how much solution have you implemented? um, what is the success of your solution? Say if you're working on an app that helps identify dry waste and wet waste by just clicking pictures, then how do you do that? How do you integrate, or how are you going to track the usage of your application? And if you have a demo of your working solution, that would add more value, and it has 5 points. And then how do you scale your solutions? Because it has, one day you want billions of users to use our application. So what is your plan to reach billions of users? And then also define what is the technical architecture of your application. I'll let you take a screenshot of this slide in case you want to refer to it later. So I'll just take a pause for 10 seconds and then move on to the next slide. Okay, cool. So I'll just move on to the next slide. I hope you are very quick in taking screenshots. Now coming to submitting a solution, what does a good problem statement look like? What is the urgency of the problem statement? What significance it carries in the local community? Can someone relate to the problem statement in simplest terms possible? And what is the impact that you're trying to create? What is the size and scope of the problem? Doesn't mean the bigger problem you solve makes your application or makes your submission really great, but then if it is a problem of say 10 people, maybe it's not a big problem to solve, and can have better solutions than designing an entire app for that, for example. And as you're writing your problem statement, it should not be more than a paragraph. Try to be as descriptive and brief as much as you can be, because we are expecting thousands of solutions, and amongst those pile of submissions we want your application to stand out. So create a structure in which you can describe your problem statement. Who is experiencing the problem? What is the problem about? Where and when is the problem occurring? And then why is it a problem according to you? Maybe it's not a problem according to someone else. So validate your ideas and your problem statement before you actually jump into designing a tech solution. Now, a quick run through on the timeline. So, Jan 11th, we already announced Solutions Challenge, and the window to register for Solutions Challenge is already open. Uh, Go check out the link that I'm going to share in the chat shortly to explore more about Solutions Challenge. You can already start working on designing your solutions. Like I mentioned, March 17 to March 31st is the window for you to submit your solutions. After you submit your solutions, we are going to draw top 100 winners from the submissions that come in globally. Um, right from there, we are going to also decide the top 10 winning teams globally and top 3 winning teams globally. So there are ample of chances for you to stand out and win amazing prizes that are there in this journey of solutions challenge. Um, you can again take a screenshot of the slide, but all of this information is also available on the website. So you can check that out as well in case you want to revisit this later. So this is a quick checklist on the timelines. Once you register, start designing and building your solutions, and then in the month of March, start working on how are you planning to submit your solutions. That now that you know what you are expected to submit in your solutions. And then, if you are a beginner as a developer and you don't know how to choose the right technology, or you don't have enough understanding about the right technology, there are ample of resources created by Google that you can explore. And I'm very sure those will help you first understand how to use those particular technologies, and then you can create replicas of those in your solution. So let's say, for example, you don't know what is Google Cloud, but you know that your solution requires cloud. You can explore the links that are there on the screen, and then you can first understand how cloud operates and then design solutions for Google Cloud using Google Cloud. uh, you might be wondering, where do I find these links? All of this is clubbed together in the Solutions Challenge website. So that's your one stop link to find anything about the challenge and explore more about Solutions Challenge. So I'm going to share the link in the chat section, which is your one-stop link to explore more about the competition, and this is going to be helpful for you throughout your journey. There are also some example solutions that have come to us in the past, and we have also featured the winning teams on the website. So go take a look to understand what winners from the past have done, take inspiration from there, and see how you would be setting an inspiration this year for many other developers using the solution that you are going to build in this cohort. And if you feel stuck at any point of time, go and attend an info session in a GDSC around you. Participate in hackathons so that you can quickly design your solutions. Sometimes those time-bound pressures really help you design solutions quickly. So maybe if you're struggling to balance timelines, and then you know that you have college academic priorities, maybe those 24 hours or 48 hours hackathons will help you park your solution at least to an extent. There are going to be ample of events, initiatives which are going to be hosted by GDSC leads, just like those couple of GDSC leads who have come together and have planned this amazing initiative for all of you. There would be ample such opportunities planned by the GDSC leads. So do join a GDSC club around you so you get updates about the different events that are happening near you, and then you can make the most out of these opportunities. I think I already spoke about the judging criteria. So the impact that you create carries 25 points, and the technology and the technical solution that you implement carries an equal weightage of 25 points. Do take a screenshot of this slide so that you can go back, consume this offline, and then as you're designing your solution, you can actually tick mark what of these you have already implemented and what is pending. So near to the submission date, you know what things you want to precisely focus on and what is already done in the past. Ample of prizes, like I said. All the participants who will be participating get a Google Developers Digital Profile Badge and an official Solution Challenge certificate. The top 100 teams would get customized mentorship from Googlers and experts around the world to take solutions to the next level. They also get branded t-shirts of Solutions Challenge, and also top 100 Solution Challenge certificate. The top 10 finalists, which are decided across the globe, get mentorship for the demo day. They get a custom top 10 swag box. They get recognition across social handles on Google. They get an opportunity to showcase their solutions to Googlers and developers around the world, which goes live on YouTube. And then the top 10 solution challenge certificate, which is there. And the contest finalists, they get $1,000 worth cash prize and a swag box um, from Google. So winning team, each qualifying winning team will not get more than 4,000 worth cash prizes. And the top three winning teams, they would get $3,000 worth cash prize, and then they would be featured in the Google Developers blog. Isn't this overall really inspiring to build a really strong solution and participate in this year's Solutions Challenge? Indeed, I am really excited to see what all you will be developing in this season of Solutions Challenge. With this, I just want to leave you with couple of videos that are there on YouTube, a lot of materials that are already available on Google that I would like you to go back, explore, and see how you can make the most out of these artifacts that are already available on the internet. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. I really love the energy around dinner time. And thank you so much for listening. I hope you all are excited and you all are already rolling up your sleeves to participate in Solutions Challenge. And I hope many of you are the winners for this year's competition. Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed the talk.
So thank you so much, Nikita, for joining us today. It was like such an informative discussion from your side, and you made it quite clear that how good solution challenge, how beneficial it is for us, and what all we can do to do good in this challenge. So this was like a really informative talk from your side. Now moving on, this was what Solution Challenge 2023 is all about. What Nikita just discussed. So, what Solution Challenge 101 is going to provide you that's different from Solution Challenge and how it's good for you, I'll just brief you out a bit. So, from today onwards, we are just like beginning with Solution Challenge 101. Today is the info session for Solution Challenge 101, and it's going to be it's like all a brief intro of what we are planning and what all is coming for you guys in Feb, since we have many of you have exams going on as well, and there's a buffer time for you guys to prepare for your project, come up with solutions, and at the same time think of innovative ideas to some existing problems right now and as a problem statements. So we'll have web session design day, like if you are from your GDSE, you have attended design day sessions in the past years or not, but design day is basically going to help you create a front end for your problem. We'll have speakers good in UI UX who are going to guide you in how to create good front ends for a problem that can make your solution look appealing to people. After that, we have a session on Flutter and Firebase, and then moving on, we'll go to TensorFlow. After we have covered all these sessions in the Feb month, the first week of March is going to be a 36-hour hackathon for you guys. This hackathon, the problem statements for the hackathon will be quite similar to the solution challenge problem statements, the 17 UN sustainable development problems. And the submissions for that are going to be like the selections for that problem are going to be shortlisted based on the idea you guys are preparing and the solution you come up with, and how good like how much further are you there in the deployment part, like are you able to implement the solution you have come up with. So this hackathon will focus on both the things equally. The idea and the implementation matters equally for the hackathon. This hackathon itself is going to be a pan India hackathon. Everybody is invited to participate in the hackathon and do good in the hackathon. There are prizes and incentives for you guys if you win the hackathon, and it's going to be quite beneficial for you guys. Other than this timeline, these generic sessions for everybody on web and design, we'll provide you with mentorships from the members of our own GDSEs, or like somebody from LPU is going to guide you in the web part or Flutter part or some anything of their domain. Like a person from my team is going to be present for you guys to guide you in some solutions that you come up with and how to implement that. All this is going to be provided to you throughout the month of Feb, and we'll always be active interacting with you guys how we can more help you guys. Then after after like the hackathon final on March 17th, like Nikita said, the submissions for solution challenge submissions for solution challenge will start, and there you will finally submit your solutions and move on with the submissions. So that's the whole timeline for Solution Challenge 101. Moving on, I like to invite Heth Patel. the top three winner, one of the top three winners of Solution Challenge 2022. He'll be guiding you and sharing you how he came up with an idea for his project and how integrated Google technologies into his project. So welcome, Hit. How are you doing?
Hi, Bhumika. Hi, guys. I'm Hit. I'm a second year systems design engineering student here at the
Uh,
University of Waterloo in
yeah.
Canada.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Uh,
Okay. So hope you are doing good, and so let's go on and dis- okay. So there's okay. Before head starts, I'll just ask anybody like, did you guys participate in the last year's solution challenge? Anybody who like participated or planned on participating on solution challenge but could not due to some problem? Okay. So a lot of you are in first year and could not participate, but hope this year you will participate and come up with good solutions. Like best of luck to you guys, and I guess Hit is here now, and let's continue it.
yeah. Hi, guys. Sorry about that. I'm Hit Patel. I'm a systems design engineering student here at the University of Waterloo in Canada. I participated in the 2022 Google the Solution Challenge in 2022. I was in a team of four, and I think I'll just explain, how we made use of Google technology, the project that we made, um, how we got the idea, etc. So I think I can start by first explaining my project. So essentially, our project, we built an Android and iOS app using Flutter, to provide access to accurate and reliable menstrual education and resources for young girls in underprivileged nations. So I think it was a very impactful project, mainly due to the fact that menstrual education for women is a very taboo topic in a lot of countries, especially in a lot of rural areas. Girls can't get health related information, it's not really accessible to them. So our the main purpose of our app to was to target this issue. Our app essentially allowed young girls to log on anonymously to an Android and iOS app to where they can see they can learn. They have quizzes available for them to learn. They have a map to access or to see nearby health products and professionals. We also had an ability to track your periods. So we use machine learning algorithms to using anonymous data to predict future cycles. Uh, and yeah, so I think the main advice I have for building a solution challenge, it's not more so about the technical aspect or the code. It's a lot related to the impact. So the more impact you can have, the more impactful your problem is, the better you'll be graded. I think most people, they just want to get started onto the just coding and just getting the app out there. But I think it's very important to do a lot of user research, to do a lot of ideation before you actually get started. Um, I think how we got started was, we first brainstormed a lot. I think for like the entire month of January and like half of February, our entire purpose was just to brainstorm. We had a lot of ideas, a lot of good ones. I think our other ideas were like food waste, managing food waste, or clothes thrifting, which is very popular, in Canada. Um, But eventually, after user research and asking mentors, we agreed upon doing the idea that we worked on. um, in terms of how we use made of Google technologies, we were first actually hoping to do a web app. But again, after doing user research, it's very unpopular that in rural areas, especially in areas like India or Africa, there would be access to a laptop. Um, a lot of people just have in rural areas just have Android phones, so it would be best way to make an Android and iOS app. However, none of our group members had any mobile dev experience. It was majority just web app. My group consisted of two developers and two UX UI designers, um, and we had to essentially learn Flutter and Dart from scratch. We had no experience for mobile dev. So I think don't be overwhelmed if you don't have the technical skills. I think there's a lots of times to learn and build something. We didn't actually have like even a complete product when we first submitted. Our submission was really was an minimum viable product. It was like essentially just a working solution, which is fine. They're not looking for something full fledged that millions of people can use from the start. So I think if they have an idea from your demo, if you've built something that's good enough to be demoable, I think you're on the right track. In terms of other Google technologies that we used, like I said, for authentication and storage, we used Firebase and Google OAuth, and then for machine learning, we use TensorFlow. We use a KNN machine learning algorithm to find to predict the future cycles. Yeah, I think again, like I said, the main idea is not to have like don't spend a lot of time just like coding for like 2 months and just building a perfect product, because the product wouldn't matter if your problem in the first place isn't good enough. I think try to find an issue where that impacts a lot of people and try to find an innovative solution. So I think spend a lot of time brainstorming and creating ideas and talk to mentors. I think you guys have a lot of resources. Uh, I did actually my group didn't actually participate in any of these info sessions or anything. We actually don't even have like an active chapter in our school. Um, and it was just like a competition that me and my friends, joined for fun. But I think you guys have a lot of resources. You're able to ask a lot of mentors, and we have a lot of support. So I think you guys should definitely use that to your advantage. I'm open to any questions if you guys have anything to ask me. But yeah, I think in terms of my presentation, I think that's about it. I think is there anything that else you guys want to ask? You guys can sit in the comments. I think I'm looking at the comments right now. Yeah, I think Google Tech, I think it's not necessary, but I think it's good since it is a Google challenge. I think a lot of points are given if you integrate as much Google technology as possible. We could have used React Native, or Java, but I think again, try to implement as much Google technology as you can. And for us, we were starting from base one regardless, so it doesn't really matter like what technology we used. Um, Yeah, so I think Flutter is like a really good technology to use again because you can build an Android and iOS app from the same code base. So it's very easy to target a large audience. Um, I think what I can also mention is how we improved upon our design. So once you have a minimum viable product, we actually made a top 50, and then we had to create an updated solution. So this is when we did a lot of user testing. We had, I think, 30 to 40 users from India test our app, got feedback from them, and we implemented those changes. We also did a lot of A/B testing with the interfaces and just the usability of the app. Um, how did you get started with the app with minimum experience in the front end and back end? So again, we we had a lot of experience, not in mobile dev, but all of web app experience. So we did have programming experience, just not in the field of Android or iOS apps. I think the main way that we got started is first, just don't get overwhelmed. Again, you have a lot of time, and second, even if you do like 30 minutes a day, you'll still end up creating a really good project. And second, you have a lot of resources. I think just do as you start building, you'll learn. Just get started building and just watch a lot of tutorials. There's a lot of documentation. There's a lot of support on Google's website if you are using Google technologies. So I think that you'll be fine, honestly. But yeah, that's the thing. What are the important factors to consider before selecting a topic or problem? One, how many UN sustainability goals that you target. Two, what is like how many people are actually impacted by the project. So for our impact statement, which was menstrual education, every single young girl can use the app. It impacts like 25% of the population, which is an incredible uh, incredible range of people, and I think you can use. I think the sustainability goals that we targeted were number 3, 4, and 5, which is good health and well-being, quality education, and gender equality. And I think that's all the questions for now. Thank you for having me, and yeah.
Okay, okay. I'm so sorry I was on mute. So, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your idea and how you came up with the idea, because it's quite informative of what you did and it's quite good, because women health is one of the most important topic to be discussed right now, because people are not comfortable talking about it. So now moving on, I like to call Akash for the next session, and he'll be talking about what his problem statement was and what technology he used. So thank you so much, Akash, for joining us.
Okay, hello guys. How you doing? I hope you are all doing fine. Firstly, I want to give a just a brief introduction about me. My name is Akash. I'm a GDSC lead back at my college, and today I want to give some of the advice about solution challenge, how I made it to there, and really thanks. Head, it was a really great advice, and I believe that some of the points I can take on from you only because I find your approach and my approach very very similar, and I mean I guess that's quite an approach we all should follow because. So coming to what I planned about my team, so for us, first of all, when the solution challenge started, I was very much excited for it. I joined the kickoff event only in the at the beginning only. Then I was looking also for some teammates to work upon, and because I was unable to find some good ones at my college, so I really considered some outside help from other universities. So I found one, and then we picked up a topic which was zero hunger. So it was as I remember, it was sustainability goal number 3. So we started working on it. We had this brainstorm session about like 1 to 2 weeks. We were just discussing ideas. We were because we were lacking some UI UX design people on our team, so we had to chalk out all the UIs on pen and paper only. And you know we did a lot of brainstorming in those 1 and 2 weeks, and what we tried to do is bring out the best solutions. And we also considered some of the lacking points also, like what is there that is not already built. So we had this approach in my mind. Or it's not like that. You have picked a problem and you see that there is this solution already existing. what you can do is improve on that solution. It's not bad to pick up some ideas and improve on that. So for our solution, we were working on the zero hunger project. We built a mobile application which was built on Flutter framework, because we had this initial concept in mind that we can market the application later so that all it can be accessible to all the users. And actually this problem was about like for example, we see a lot of people suffering from hunger problem, and there are so many issues related to it. Some is our education, some is employment issues, and the most issues and the most adverse adverse people in this are the farmers. So we had a separate thing for them also in our particular application. So as I has had also mentioned, that it's also about how much impact your project is making. It's not just about how much good code you have written or how much beautiful application you have made. It's more about how much impact your application has made onto the existing users or the judges panel. So when we started, as I told, there was no UI UX designer, so we chalked out the UIs. We started working on our solution later in like when 2 weeks, after 2 3 weeks, and then we built our application on Flutter. We had this backend on Firebase, because we chose Firebase, and Google Cloud was used for our Maps API, because in our project we also consumed for Maps so that we can get a location for we had this idea that we want to deliver food waste through our volunteers and our partnering restaurants. So we had this maps from where you can select the location, deliver the food, enter your reviews. We have also had this awareness screen, and this all data was backend by the Firebase. It was stored in Firestore actually. And then we shifted our focus to more on build picking up more and more features which can be useful to the users, and making our app very comfortable to use. Because again, because we are building this application for someone who's not very or not very technologically advanced. So we have to keep this application as simple as possible so that anyone can use it. And and for this application, I was really collaborating with someone outside, so we have to do all our things on the Meet platform only. And it, as you might think, for those of you who are in your first year, second years, and you are just starting, I would suggest that it's not just yeah, I know Android or I know Flutter, but I'm not that good to take part in Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge. It's too tough, and I will not make it to the there. So it's just about the journey. You build a project, you just put all of your heart and soul and you all the work there, and you will definitely make it to the there. Because it was like when I was starting, when I was building the project, I had just one idea in my mind, that I have to do something. I had this concept that maybe I may not be in solution challenge top 10 or even in top 50, but what if my project can really be helpful to some people out there? What if I can market it really good? In fact, in the mentoring session, when once you reach to top 50, Google provides you some mentoring session. You can choose Google developer experts or Google experts, which are actually Google experts on various technologies, like whether it's Firebase, Flutter, or you need help on designing part. So we picked two of the GDEs once was for cloud, because we wanted to scale our application later in the process, and one was for our Flutter development and UI UX design, because we were lacking some points there. We wanted that we could add more features, because at top 50 you submit a solution, then you get little time for upgrading your solution, improve on the existing product, so that you can make your shot to the top 10. So after that, once you do it, you go into the mentoring session. You can choose any Google expert, they can give you advice. And once you are in that phase, you just have to improve your application in such a way that you are not hiding any existing main feature, because what made you to the top 50 was that main feature. So keep in mind that you need to highlight that one main thing in your application that is unique, or maybe it's not unique, then it can be something that you have improved on what already exists in our society or in our community. So for our application, it was really very easy to use, and most of my mentors also suggested that it has a very good UI and it is easy to use also. And it was basically divided into a lot of parts, so that it's not just constrained to any one particular economic condition, like anyone in the app, whether you are rich or whether you are from a middle class, or you are facing the zero hunger problem in a very high level, then all of that people can use the app in an effective way. So we had this section so that for example, you can donate food, you can donate some money to existing foundations, you can create your awareness post, you can also run your community through our app, you can also contact existing farmers so that you can buy products directly from them so that they can increase their sales and increase their productivity and end this zero hunger problem. So again, as most of the people you may contact, or most of the solutions you will see, is it's really more about the impact, because you can build a good UI, you can build a really good project, but what if it's not able to put in use? So focus more on the impact. And for the Google developer technology part, choose any, like at least try to have one, because I think there is some requirement that at least one Google declared technology should be used. And I guess you will have much more short if you use much and much more technology. You can go for Firebase, Flutter, a TensorFlow for your machine learning, etc. So that's a piece of advice I would give. Yep.
Moving on, thank you so much, Akash, for joining us. So moving on, I'll call Arjun. He'll share his overall experience with us, how he felt while working with his team for the project, and what was his experience and his take back from the challenge. So thank you, Arjun. Please go ahead.
Hey Bhumika, I am I audible now? So good evening everyone. My name is Arjun K Haridas and I am a pre-final year student at Maharaja Agrasen
Yeah, you're
Institute of
perfectly
Technology.
audible, and please go on.
Yeah, sure. And I'm currently working at a company called Scalar as a data science intern. So I'm here to share my experience and a few key takeaways you can have from my journey in Solution Challenge 2022. So my journey started when my team was actually hunting for hackathons last year, and we actually stumbled across a session from GDSC Mate itself, wherein they introduced a solution challenge in the last year's info session. So we thought that it was an opportunity for us to test our skills and learn from it, and thus began a journey to solution challenge. So after a lot of brainstorming, and we actually stumbled across the health sector. We thought that it is majorly neglected in India, and that using our skills, we might be able to create impact in the health sector. We further funneled down into the physiotherapy sector because physiotherapy specifically is very costly in India, and there are very few good rated physiotherapists or doctors available. So there is like very little penetration of physiotherapy. So we thought that we should be able to make some good impactful project in this area. Uh, in the initial stages, we actually explored a lot of tech stacks such as AR, VR, Unity, and all that. And after that, we actually got a rough draft of our idea. After this, we actually pitched that idea to various seniors of our colleges and our mentors, who actually helped us create a meaningful problem statement from this, and they actually refined our idea and made us identify what actual problem statement we should be targeting. So actually, we took around 15 to 20 days of brainstorming, and only after that, only after laying the foundation for the idea, we started with the development part of our project, which was named as Proctify. So now I will go ahead and give you a brief idea about what our project was. So Proctify used computer vision to help assist physiotherapy patients. So we actually used pose estimation to track the number of reps, sets, etc. a person performs while he is doing an exercise. And we actually showed this data on a dashboard in a meaningful format. So over a course of, let's say, 30 to 40 days, a patient was able to go back and look into his dashboard to see how consistent he or she was and what was the progress he or she was making. So this was actually useful to both the patient as well as the doctor. So both of them could keep a check on each other, and uh, we actually helped the patients in the healing process itself. So after finalizing the whole idea and what we should be targeting upon, we actually made a minimum viable project, or what is called an MVP. So one important takeaway for all of you might be that you should now take this MVP to a lot of hackathons. That is the best available resource for you to validate your idea. So we actually took it to a lot of hackathons, and we got some really good mentorship sessions and valuable suggestions from judges there. And we ended up winning around a couple of hackathons also. uh, One golden moment was us for when the primary tech stack which we were using, which was called MediaPipe. We actually met one of the open source contributors of MediaPipe itself. So he was able to actually counter the drawbacks in our application, and he actually fast tracked the project because his experience was just worth in gold. Uh, I will just conclude by saying that Proctify was more of a 5 to 6 months long journey for us, and we actually ended up being in the global top 50 spot, which was an idea booster for us. I'll just shortly tell you some tips and tricks which you can use so that you can fast track your project as well and get ahead of all the competition. So one major trick is that there is a hackathon called Smart India Hackathon, which is funded by the government itself. Since the problem statements or the themes of United Nations 17 goals are very generic, you might get in a loophole where you're not able to target what problem statement you should pick. So Smart India Hackathon, on the other hand, have very specific problem statements, and they are real world based. So you can actually take a look at all take a look on all those problem statements, and then you can align them with your project so that you can actually give the same project to Solution Challenge and Smart India Hackathon as well. Another major tip is that at the end of the submission, they ask you for a working video demo, and they ask you some essay questions. So uh, there is a coder's curse, I might say, that we get too much entangled into the technical part of a project, how to fix a bug, what features we should add, and we rarely end up packaging the product well. So you should pay equal heed to how you package a product and how you explain it to others or the judges that your product is impactful and that there is a dire need for your project. That is equally important when it comes to competitions like this, because no one will look at your recipes unless the food is tasty. Last tip for me is that don't slack off. It is a long hackathon. Perseverance is very important. Keep going to hackathons. They might give you motivation and energy to keep working, and that helps a lot. Some benefits which I got and my team members got after this hackathon was that regardless of the result, you end up making a great project, and that enhances your resume. If you end up being in the global top 50, top 3, or top 10 spot, that is eye catching for future interviewers, or whenever you submit a resume, that definitely enhances your process, and that basically makes you stand apart from the crowd. On the soft skills department, it helps teach you team building. It makes you more focused, and it teaches you how to manage your workload alongside your academics. uh, One golden moment was for us when we got mentored by a person called Sayak Paul, who's a Google developer expert. And if you're into machine learning, you might have heard about an organization called Hugging Face. So Sayak Paul is from Hugging Face, and we actually got some great mentorship sessions with him, and that was kind of one of the best benefits we got from this hackathon. Apart from that, we also got a great recognition in our college, and that's something we all crave for at the end. uh, Again, I'll wrap up by saying that I had some great fun in during this hackathon. and I found some great friends, had great fun, and that is above everything for me. That was my experience of Solution Challenge, and I hope this was fruitful for all of you.
Yeah, thank you, Arjun. It was wonderful having you over,
Thank,
and I'm sure that your expertise will help everyone who has joined right
thank you.
now. Yeah, thank you so much. So, yeah. So, first, let me introduce myself. I'm Rushali from GDSC PCE. So, hope everyone is enjoying the session up till now. Can I get a hands up in the chat? Yeah. Okay, so hope you guys are doing well and you have enjoyed the session. And now you know what is the difference and what is actually solution challenge and solution challenge 101 is. Now, without any further ado, we'll start with the polling session. So I will just request everyone to scan the QR code which you will see on the screen. And once you're done scanning, just write done in the chat. Yeah, I'll just repeat. You have to scan this QR code which is present on the screen and write done in the chat once you are done. Yeah, I can see a few chat. Guys, just be a bit quick. We'll start with the poll once everyone has joined. Okay, one thing I would like to mention here. Now you will get to see few questions which you have to answer. Each question I'll wait for 10 seconds. So within 10 seconds, you have to give your options. Okay. So are you guys ready? Yeah, join the QR code fast. We'll start soon. Just write ready in the chat. Okay, so we'll start the quiz on my count of five. Okay. Yeah, I hope you guys are ready. We'll start in five, four, three, two, and one. So yeah, you can see the first question, which is which theme do you find most interesting among the 17 UN SDGs, which is Sustainable Development Goals? Yeah, it's amazing that planet has the highest vote. Okay, so planet is the highest voted now. It's great. So I hope you're planning to choose the same as your problem statement. Okay, in three, two, one, the next question. Which domain interests you the most? So it's a tie between machine learning and web and app. Nice. Okay. More people from web and app. Great, great. So the next question in three, two, and one. What Google technology are you interested in implementing in Solution Challenge? Great. Flutter is the most voted. Okay, the next question in three, two, and one. What is your key takeaway from this session? Yeah, so everyone wants to be innovative over here. So I hope everyone who are attending this will show up in the solution challenge and participate. Okay. So the next question in three, two, and one. So as mentioned, we will also be having Flutter TensorFlow web sessions throughout the Solution Challenge 101. So which session are you looking forward to? Yeah, I can see Flutter is the most voted. Okay, the next question in three, two, and one. What do you expect to gain from Google Solution Challenge 101? So everyone is here for a great experience. Nice. The next question in three, two, and one. What was the main motivation for participating in Google Solution Challenge? Yeah, so we're all here to solve a real world problem. Nice. Okay, so this was the last question. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending the quiz. It was great interacting with you all. So, can I get some reviews in the chat? Did you guys enjoy the session? Yeah, you guys can come back to the live stream.
Okay, so thank you so much, Charlie. That was quite an interesting poll, and your answers were quite interesting, to be honest. Your the takeaway from the session and what you want from Solution Challenge 101. That's so great. Okay, so moving on, like I was
Thank
discussing
you.
earlier, that you might be getting a server where you'll be interacting with the GDSC team, the Solution Challenge 101 team specially, and you'll be provided mentorship and guidance from our side. So the Discord server is for you guys to interact with us. This server is going to be active throughout Solution Challenge 101, and after that as well, you can talk to us, you can share your problems, and you can ask for solutions from our side. And please just scan the QR code and join the Discord server. You can even go through the chat section itself. There's a link for the Discord server. So this server is going to be quite helpful for you throughout solution challenge journey, as here you can actually find teammates for yourself, because since there are multiple colleges that are going to be joining the server, you can interact with people and actually find someone who is, having the same idea as you and is interested in the formula, in the implementations that are similar to yours. So one thing is that you can go into different communities, you can be part of different college lives, as when you interact with different people, you get to know about their lifestyle and lot, and you come up with solutions through that as well. So hope you guys have joined the Discord server, and if not, just go either scan the QR code or just go through the link pinned in the chat itself. And moving on, if you all are done with this, let's move on to a Q&A session with our speakers. Let's call back Akash and Arjun for a Q&A session with you guys. Here you just this is a free space for you guys to ask any questions regarding solution challenge, anything that you want to know about their project or about your project, or some ideas from them, like how to start with a solution, and how to come up with a solution, what problem statement to pick up with starting with. So all these questions are like they're happy to answer to you guys. So I'd like to invite Akash and Arjun back for the Q&A session. Till then, just drop on your questions, keep on asking them. They're more than happy to answer your questions and help you guys. So Arjun, let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Till then, let's guys come up with the solutions and your questions, I'm sorry. So like Ashish has a basic question, how to come up with a solution. Okay, that's something everybody wants to know and everybody wants to come up with. So, okay, like the basic idea behind coming up with a solution is that you first need to pick out a problem for yourself. I'll ask Arjun to take up this question, as this is quite like his expertise would be quite beneficial for you guys.
Yeah, so in my case, I actually had a tech stack in mind, so it was very different for me. So there is a tech stack called, or a library called MediaPipe, and I wanted to use it for my benefit, and I somehow framed my problem statement around that. So a better approach actually is to come up with with a problem statement and then think about the solution. But I don't think there is a good enough answer for that, because it's a very vague question, and I can only give a very generic answer to that. But apart from that, a very good option will be to sit with your team and brainstorm. That's only what I can offer.
Any other questions? Okay, moving on. So, like how to start with the research needed for the ideation part. So, Arjun, what do you say about that?
Yeah, so first of all, after framing the problem statement, there's also a question about whether how to know if there is a similar app in place in the market. So that's a very similar question, because after you frame your problem statement, start looking for similar applications or projects. You can find them on GitHub. Start looking for research papers which might give you an idea. And through all this, you might end up refining a problem statement, and you can also contact those authors and those leads, project leads, etc., which might give you a better advantage and will help you funnel down your idea and basically make a better project.
Okay, so there's one question that I like to answer. Like, there's a question that asks that how do you know that if there's an already solution for the problem statement that you have built and there's an existing solution for that. So there are always going to be an existing solution for the problem statement that you're going to work on. The motive behind that is rather than focusing on the solution, make sure that what changes your problem, your solution is bringing to the market and how it's going to be beneficial for the people. Rather than comparing a solution for people, just focus on something that the solution you're working on is beneficial for other people and it's slightly different from the existing problem. Then nobody's going to question you or ask you that if this is existing, then why you're building this because you have a reason for that. Okay, moving on. There's a question to Arjun, like, what are some necessary good practices to have in a good teamwork? Like,
So, in my case, most of my team was my friends before, so it was easy for us to communicate. If you guys are forming a team specifically for this hackathon, make sure that you have a lot of meetings initially, so you get to know each other better and brainstorm on your ideas that will help break the ice. Otherwise, try to work offline. That might be a good solution to this also.
okay, so how is Solution Challenge 101 similar to SIH? See, SIH is a completely different hackathon, and Solution Challenge 1 is quite different. Our main motive behind you is to provide you a platform where you can have an experience of what solution challenge is actually is. So this is not something that is going to be quite competitive. It is going to be a competition for you guys, but at the same time, try to gain as much knowledge as you can from the mentorship, from the sessions, and from the suggestions that are provided to you on your projects. Because all this is going to be beneficial for you for the main solution challenge. So rather than comparing this and taking this like a competition and not focusing on the sessions and the mentorship, just focus on what's being taught to you and what's being conveyed to you because that's going to be helping you a lot. Yeah, see, basically that's what Sagu mentioned. It's quite right. Participating in this is not going to be like it's not going to be something that you it's like a hard rule and it's going to be sad that if you do not win this or not. Just take the best out of the hackathon and learn the best because this is going to help you working on your ideas and your project in a better way. Uh, okay, so like any other questions that you have? Okay, it does not matter if you have the solution is already been submitted to any other hackathon, but make sure that solution is hasn't been submitted before April 2022, last year April. But if you submitted the same solution last year, I don't think that it'll work. Any solution before April 2022 won't work. And you have to build up a solution or bring up a solution that has been before April 20 after April 2022. So just keep that month in mind because your solutions will be rejected if they are before the month of April last year. How to okay, so for approaching people for feedback, that's nothing, you don't need to have a strategy for that. This Discord server is only for this, mainly for this actually. Later on, you'll have a lot more people joining in. So just drop a chat in the general section, and you'll find a lot of people answering this question. Any problem of yours, because a problem that you have, I might have a solution for that, but maybe somebody who is in the chat section right now might have a solution for that as well. So there, and that solution is quite beneficial for you as well. So interacting with everybody who is in the Discord server on the basis of your questions, it's going to be quite good for you.
I think apart from that, you can also
Any
use
other
LinkedIn
questions
for
if you have something you want to ask
your
Arjun, something
networking.
you want to know about Solution Challenge or about experience? Yeah, LinkedIn is quite a good point where you can approach people because people are quite helpful on LinkedIn and they reply to you as well. Okay, so any other questions that you have, anything you want to know? So there's a question, like if there's like, okay, how Arjun, like just there's a question for you that how did you
Yeah.
manage your college and your solution challenge work with your teammates and how did you manage everything?
Sure. So the timeline of the project extends to about 4 to 5 months. So what we did was we kept making incremental changes to the project like daily. So our work was consistent. So even if we had like a mid-semester examinations or something like that, even if we took break for let's say a week or so, it was not impacted as such because we were doing incremental work every day, any day. So that's something you can take away.
Another question that's asked that it's mentioned that we have to use Google technologies. And like if a person does not know any Google technology, so where should the person start? What's your take back on that?
Yeah, so we also weren't really proficient in any Google technology as such before, but you can use something like Firestore database or Firebase or something like that because you will be eventually needing a database. And Firebase is a Google technology and it is pretty easy to use. So that's one of the easiest catch for you if you are not proficient in any of the Google technologies beforehand.
Okay. One question is how to understand that what's the extra factor that should be added to your project so that it make it stand out and be shortlisted for the next round.
Yeah, so work on your demo videos and your essay answers. So that's one of the areas where our team also lacked. So we actually made our video demos, etc., in a haste, and we only gave the last 1 day for that. Don't make that mistake. Keep focused and at least assign the work for essays and demo videos to one member of your team, so that it is because it is equally important, and you need to show why your project creates an impact and what is the need for your project, and that's the only way to stand out because there are surplus amount of submissions in Google Solution Challenge. So for you to stand out, your demo video, your essay answer should be really great, and you should be able to convey why there is a dire need for your project and why you are the best when it comes to those things.
So, like, what's a good demo video in your opinion? Like, what should all be mentioned in a demo video in like
Yeah.
from a project point of view?
So, anybody who is viewing the demo video, irrespective of the technical expertise or background, should be able to understand the impact you are creating. So, it is not necessary that you load the video with a lot of features of your app and very cool animations. Although that is necessary, but you should be able to convey why your project is important and why there is a need for that, and you should be able to show that there is a market space where which you can land upon.
Other than the demo video, the essay is important as well. So, what all aspects that should be mentioned in an essay and that helps in making your project stand out? Some key points to that.
Yeah, so the answers. So first of all, don't write the essays in haste like we did. Give some time to that. Sit down with your team, and in every answer of your essay, try to mention the impact of what you are trying to do. And first of all, you should be thorough with the idea of your project so that you can deliver the content in a manner which is palatable to the interviewer or the judge as well. So this only happens if you are confident enough in your idea and in a way such that you are very thorough with it. So when writing the essay answers, just take multiple reviews, sit down with the team, and make multiple drafts for the same. That might help you give the best answer possible.
So, there's a question for Arjun that any mistake that you think you made in your preparation, and what is like something that people should avoid while they're preparing for the video and preparing the solution?
Yeah, so one of the mistakes which we did was very lazy editing, which I must say the video quality for our demo video was not great. And again, because we did it in a haste. But apart from that, like we were good on the coding part, the project was great, but we just couldn't launch it enough because we were pretty bad at the packaging section or how to showcase your product or pitch your idea. Those things are equally important, and we were not great on those things at that time, which I would say costed us, let's say, the top 10 or top 3 spot.
Okay, so is there any other question that you want to ask Arjun or me or the team of Solution Challenge 101? Anything that you want to know about the hackathon that Solution Challenge 101 is hosting or about the main Solution Challenge? Anything, please ask. So, like any other questions? So, I guess there are no more questions right now. So, thank you so much, Arjun, for joining us today. It
Yeah.
was quite informative from your side and quite helpful to us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for calling me.
Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for joining us for the session. And I guess this is a wrap from our side. Hope to see you all again in the upcoming sessions. We'll talk and interact with you on the spot, and hope we can keep in touch. Thank you so much.